As we fall deeper into autumn, the nights are getting longer and they're getting colder. You're probably hearing the old heater kicking on, well, coming up this weekend when it gets a little bit colder. Kansas City Mama Kelly Snyder is here to show us some simple things you can do to save on your heating costs. Kelly, is it true that there's just a few simple things that you can do and it will make that heating bill go down? Yeah,
there's the things that we're going to talk about today are all under 20 bucks, and you will easily save, between 20 and 30% off of your heating bill over the course of the winter.
Who knew?
Yeah, I know.
All right, so what's the best setting for your thermostat this time of year?
You know what? I always say like 72 is probably the best. If you can get it down to 68, even better. Sometimes people think that's a little chilly, but I always say, well, it's winter, you're supposed to have winter clothes on. So if you can even just make your thermostat go down just a little bit, that is going to help your overall heating costs.
I always set it at 72. I don't know if I can go down to 68. I might try 70. How about that?
Okay,
can I compromise?
Middle ground.
All right, what did you bring for us today to show off?
Okay, the first thing we're going to talk about when we talked about the dropping of your thermostat is to get a programmable one.
Okay.
And it's a very inexpensive thing to do, but it helps you because then you don't have to remember to turn your heat down when you leave for the day, nor do you have to remember to turn it down at night. But those are both two great times to drop your thermostat even a little bit lower to save on overall heating costs. And programmable will do that for you so you don't have to remember.
Okay, what else we got?
The other thing we have is that I always say, like, do an evaluation of your house. And see kind of where the drafts are coming in at. Usually it's going to be your windows, it's going to be your doors, and your outlets. This is a great product for underneath any of your doors. It's called the Draft Buster, and it just literally slips underneath your door, and it keeps the drafts from coming in underneath. So it stops that cold air from coming in or hot air coming out, whichever way you want to say it.
I see this being advertised on late night commercials all the time, as seen on TV.
Yes.
The draft buster. Exactly. Okay, what else?
The other thing we can talk about is just insulating your windows, and there's different ways of doing that. This is kind of the old school insulation kit, which is, you did the plastic with the hair dryer, and it seals up your window really well, which is great for older home windows, which I have in my household. Two other ways of doing that is looking at having removable silicone caulk, and it's just going to go around the crevices of your windows. I mean, you can easily peel it off when spring happens if you want to open your windows back up again, but again, it just insulates it from cold air coming in. And then finally, the other thing to do is weather stripping. Another great way for any of the leaks that are coming in or out of your windows or your doors is just to put that old school weather stripping that you remember your grandma's using to put around your doors to just create that seal so that you don't have the cold and hot air coming in and out.
It's funny that you're coming in today because I'm actually having an energy analysis done on my house where they walk around and they're like, cold spot, this is where cold is coming in. So these are all really nifty ideas to bring stuff to the floor, and they're all easy.
Yeah, another thing too is your outlets on your exterior walls is a huge place where air goes in and out.
No idea.
And so like these little strip things that are literally like a couple bucks, really easy to do. I mean, because it's literally take off the plate, put it on, put the plate back on, and you're set. And it's, again, keeping yourself just more insulated so you don't have the air coming in and out.
Insulate, insulate, insulate.
And plan, plan, plan.
Yes, and even though it's like 75 degrees right now, it's going to get cold.
We hope.
Well, it will. Trust me on that. But you had some great ideas, so I appreciate it.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me, guys.
That's awesome.